Hey guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Shivers by Ed Sheeran. And this is quite a simple song. There's just one 4-chord chord progression played throughout the entire song, but there's a bunch of strumming patterns that I'll teach you to mix things up. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve your guitar in general, then sign up to GZ2H Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Let's jump into the lesson. Now, when Ed Sheeran played this live on his social media stream, when he was previewing it, he actually played everything a half step down and he was using bar chords. But the actual studio recorded version is in B minor, so it's a little different to the way he played it live. And I'm sure he'll play it differently when he performs it live in the future, as he always generally does. He likes to mix things up. But for this particular version, let's start with the easiest way possible of playing this song. So we have 4 chords, a B minor chord, and then we have a G, then a D, and then an A chord. Now, the simplest strumming pattern that we can apply to these chords is a really easy down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, played for 2 bars. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And you could literally play that throughout the entire song and that would be it. But that would be quite boring. If you're a beginner, that's a good place to start. But if you want to challenge yourself, let's dig into some other ways of playing it. So for the verse, what we can do is actually incorporate that melody line that's in the background, which sounds like this, into the strumming pattern. Our strumming pattern below is down, down, up, down, up, down, up. However, on the highlighted up strums, this is where we're going to focus our efforts on emphasizing that melody note. Now for this particular B minor, don't have your index finger barred yet. Just have your index finger hitting the 2nd fret of the 5th string, but make sure that that 1st string is open because we're going to need that in a sec. So the first melody note for this B minor will be the 3rd fret of the 2nd string there. So down, down, up. So when you go on that up strum, try to really make sure that note rings out. Right? Down, down, up. Now for our second melody note, it's going to be the open 1st string. And so far, down, down, up, down, up. And then the final melody note will be us barring our index finger down to hit that 2nd fret of the 1st string. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you can be quite rough with where you're strumming and which strings you're hitting, but you really just want to emphasize those melody notes, and that will really bring them out and make them shine on those highlighted up strums. So one more time, down, So that's it for the B minor. For our G, we're going to do something similar, right? But this is how we're going to start off our G. So it's just the middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. You want to keep the 5th string muted, so you can do that by lightly resting that middle finger over the 5th string as you're pushing down the 6th. Now, for our first few strums, down, down, you want to just strum up to the 2nd string. Don't let that 1st string ring out. Now our first melody note is going to be the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, similar to the B minor, and that's on the up strum, right? So down, down, up. The next melody note is the open 1st string, and then the final melody note is taking your index finger and putting on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So all together with the G, it's the same strumming pattern, we're just targeting those melody notes on the up strums. So down, down, up. Now for our D, we're going to start off essentially with the D sus2, right? And our melody notes are going to be identical. So our first melody note is that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Our next one is the open 1st string, and our final one is the 2nd fret of the 1st string. So the D, And finally, with the A, we change up our melody notes a tiny bit, but the strumming pattern remains the same, and the strums that we emphasize those melody notes on are the same. Our first melody note will be the 2nd fret of that 2nd string, so down, down, up. Then our next melody note, you just shift your ring finger up 1 fret to the 3rd fret, so this is A sus4. And then our 3rd melody note is the open 1st string. So the A in total, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now we put that all together, and an interesting way of playing the verse where you got the melody and the chords involved sounds like this. Alright, so that can be used in the verse and the pre-choruses. Now let's move on to the chorus. Now the first half of the chorus, we're going to be using a strumming pattern that goes like this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. But you're only going to be pushing down on the chord for the first 2 strums. So as an example, for the B minor, as soon as those first 2 down strums have been played, just lift your fingers and rest them over the strings, so that when you're strumming now, it's just a percussive element. So down, up, down, up. And you repeat that twice. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So notice it's just about pushing down your fretting hand on the right strums. Next, we go to the G and we do the exact same thing. Same thing with the D. And with the A, for this chorus, I like actually playing the A like this. I actually just like barring my index finger across the 2nd frets of the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. The first half is the same. And then the second half is just a 1, 2, 3, 4. So the A in total, down, up, down, down. So in total for the first part of the chorus, now for the second half of the chorus, I like to mix things up again. Now our strumming pattern is, again, it's down, up, down, up, down, up. But where we mute is going to be different. We're going to be muting on the 2 beat. For this mute, it's essentially a down strum, but your hand, the side of your palm is going to hit the strings at the same time your pick strikes the strings. All right? So you can practice this by just not fretting anything and strumming the strings, and then trying the muted down strum. You want to try to get that nice percussive down strum like that. And that's all to do with the side of your palm hitting at the same time as you're strumming. So no palm, palm, no palm, palm. All right, so we're gonna implement that on the 2 beat. So down, up, mute, up, down, up. And you do that twice. Now for the A, again, for the first half, we'll do one of those strumming patterns, and then we'll end with the down, 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 down. So the second half of the chorus. Okay, so now the final strumming patterns to learn are for the bridge. So the first part of the bridge, we're going to play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And again, the highlighted strums are all muted. So it's just the first 2 strums that you push down your fretting hand. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you do that for each chord. So that's pretty simple. For bridge strumming pattern number 2, we are playing a constant down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But we're going to do the muted down strum that I taught you in the second part of the chorus on the 2 and the 4 beats. So down, up, you, up, down, up, you, up. And repeat that twice. So. And those are all the strumming patterns that you can apply to this song to mix things up and make things more interesting. As I mentioned before, Ed Sheeran will probably play this differently when he plays it live. He loves to mix things up depending on his mood, his vibe. He always loves changing keys, but that's my interpretation of it and what I think sounds good if you're just playing by yourself and on the acoustic guitar. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of the song and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitar0tohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Is Already a Hero. Cheers.